Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be checking out a puzzle that was sent to me by the Cubicle.us. This is the X-Man Tornado. So right here you can see it says X-Man Design, and up here it says Tornado. And you can see on the box it's sort of got a preview of the piece. It's got a little code reader on the side of the box here. I actually really like this packaging. I think it looks really good. But this is the way it comes, and that's the front of the box. So let's go ahead and open this box up. Now on the Cubicle's website, it does say it is 56.1 millimeters on each side, and it uses the MoYu color scheme. Why can't I get this out? That's a tight fit. And if you want fitted stickers, you just look for the tornado stickers on their website. So, all right. So I really like the color scheme. I like the size. Everything feels good here already. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Alright, so I'm also looking on the Cubicle's website as well and looking at reviews, and it seems to be getting pretty positive reviews, so let's go ahead and take a look. Definitely a little bit slower than some of the stuff. I feel like it's already like a little bit blocky on the inside, but definitely very, very smooth. Everything seems to be working really well, so let's go ahead and do a quick first impression solve before I even go and make it nice and all that stuff. Well, that's kind of a terrible scramble. So yeah, it solves pretty nice. It definitely moves very well, but I can feel restriction in there. We'll take a look at the pieces here in a minute, but anyways, yeah, I can feel like it's restricting a little bit, but as you can see, everything moves very well. Corner cutting is actually really good. Holy, look at that. Reverse. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to lock up at all. It just doesn't feel as smooth on the inside. So this puzzle definitely has some similar outside qualities that a lot of the new speed cubes have, where the edge pieces are starting to be more rounded on the bottom, sort of like a bowl. This here is not quite as round as the GANs, but it's got these corners cut off, and then usually on a lot of the newer speed cubes coming out, especially with the MoYus, the corners are going straight to the corners, so they're perfectly square, and this one's not. You can see that it's cut off a little bit. So we'll do a checkerboard pattern here. And you can see the yellow, in my opinion, on this one is a little bit dull. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not, but the yellow is a little bit dull here. The orange and red, I don't mind it, but I like a little bit of a lighter red and a darker orange. I don't know why. Better contrast, I guess. And the blue and green I've always liked on the newer cubes coming out. It seems like a lot of the newer stuff coming out is using, you know, fluorescent stuff or like a good contrast with blue and green. So I really like the blue and green. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these pieces and see how they fit together. So let's check out corner twists, and it seems fairly easy to be able to turn the corners on these ones. But when I go and do a bunch of solves and then I come back, I am going to tell you if I got any corner twists. But yeah, so far it looks like the corners can easily twist in my hands at least. But alright, so I'm going to go ahead and solve this thing a bunch of times. I'm going to film it and I'm going to show you 5 solves of that as well, so you can see some of the performance of it, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts on this. Alright guys, so I figured I'd do a commentary over these solves just because I want to tell you something. My voice is very tinny and it's almost like there's a lot of reverb in this room, and that's because there is. I've had to switch my bedroom and my studio room around because the room I was using for my bedroom in my new house doesn't have a window. It's more of an office, so if there's a fire on the outside of the door, I can't get out. I'm literally trapped and I'll burn to death, so I don't want to do that. But this room has a lot of reverb, it seems. This is the very first video I've recorded in this room, so I've had to switch them around, but I don't like it, so I'm going to end up having to put my studio back in with my bedroom and have an empty room here to do something with. I'm not 100% sure, so next video my audio will be much better. The other thing too is I really want a different camera. So my video quality, I hope, is going to start getting very much better, and my reviews are going to get, way better. And the camera I want to get is a Sony a7S II, and it can shoot at 120 frames at 1080p, so I can really slow down solves going really close to the cube, so you can see at high speed how they corner cut instead of just showing you corner cutting. And it also shoots in 4K, which would be really nice to start uploading in 4K for those who have 4K TVs. But for now, I'm going to continue using the Sony a6000 until I can get that. I really want it though. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so what do I actually think about the X-Band Tornado in the end? Well, it's definitely not going to be my main, but it has really good corner cutting. I didn't get any corner twists whatsoever during my solves at all, so that's really great. I like the stickers the way they are. I actually get pretty good recognition with these things. But for me, I don't think that this cube is quite fast enough, and I don't think that it moves quite for my level, for where I'm at. That being said, if I had this when I was anywhere between 20 and 30 second solver, this thing would be really good for that. So if any of you guys are out there that solve your averages anywhere between 20 and 30 seconds, or even if it's even more than that, and you're trying to improve your times, and you're coming from a Rubik's brand or some other one that's not quite as good as this one, this is definitely a good option. And for $15 at the Cubicle, it's a really good option. So I'm happy with it, but it's not going to be my main at all. But I definitely do recommend it for you guys who are 20 to 30 seconds, I would say. So anyways guys, you can grab this at the Cubicle. Links at the top of the description down here, and also in the description you can see exactly what the Cubicle had said about this too in their website. So if you guys don't want to have to go there to see that, you can read it down there, get your information from this video, and then click the link and buy it if you want. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.